Yeah, I can hear something, but it's nowhere near as bad as it has been.
Thank God. Alright. Um, well, yeah, whatever. We'll see. Where the fuck did I put? Oh, yeah, it's minimized. Restream chat. Milk. I got
I
my.
think I'm a bit louder than you.
I wouldn't doubt that.
Well,
I mean, I can.
I am a lot louder than you. I'm going to drop my mic down a bit.
Okay, well, I put my desktop audio to a little bit lower. That may help a little bit.
Okay, let's see how that sounds now.
I'm gonna say some stuff so Dan can hear me on the stream.
Good idea. Now I'm getting almost no waveform in Audacity, though. Okay, I'll go
Yeah,
up a
you should probably
tiny
turn
little
that up
bit,
some.
and that should be fine.
Alright. Well, for the stream, it doesn't matter because it's how it comes into me, and you don't sound any different to me. So you should probably keep that the same, and I would just change how much volume is coming through from the
Okay.
desktop.
Yeah, I've just muted the stream because it was getting confusing.
Alright. Um, I guess start when ready. I don't have
Yeah,
my
I should
pen and
probably do.
paper right around me today, so I gotta find it and bring it out here.
Let me just do a quick bit of tweeting. I'm going to have an early night tonight. I've got to get up early for me tomorrow.
Well, hopefully it's fun.
Yes. Hopefully Mum's left some fucking fuel in the car.
Yeah, that helps.
Yeah. Okay. That is that done. Show notes, they might be handy. Okay, you ready?
Yep.
Greetings, guys, gals, and gillies, and welcome to episode 223 of the Gamesmen podcast. The Gamesmen are here to play roles. This week, I'm taking the role as your host. My name is Dan, hardly Dan Natman, and with me, as ever, is Gary Amrus89 Lever. We took a break off last week because I was away. I'll get into that later. But Gary, how's your week been?
And that took off for my
Terrible.
mental health. I don't know the last time I actually had a fucking week off of the podcast. I am doing well, hopefully. And I also took off for doing projects around the house to be in my new office. And I killed myself for not wearing a mask because I breathed in coal dust and I got really sick. And my voice is still not good, and I still have mucus, and it's still horrible. And hopefully, I'm gonna ask Gary DeFelice to listen to this one and see if I sound better. So yay! But yeah, I am in Courtney's office is now mine now. So yeah, fuck off. It's all mine, everything, and I'm doing a lot of stuff. And I looked at what it's gonna cost to rent me floor sander and edger and shit, and yeah, it's gonna be awesome. I'll probably be next week after I get paid, hopefully, and Rogue gets paid and he gives me money, hopefully. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, I need to go back 2 weeks ago because I didn't mention this. So the same shirt that I wore then is what I'm wearing now, and yeah. So I went to this thing where it was a food truck and I don't know, food truck, music, whatever festival thing up at Seven Springs. Yeah, that's what it was, fireworks up at Seven Springs, and which is in Pennsylvania. And yeah, that was fun. Literally, there's pictures on Facebook. Just look them up. They're awesome. Uh, so, like, we went to the first food truck. You know, it was a Jamaican thing, and it was really awesome. It was good. Like, I had the sandwich. And it's funny because I can see myself eating it because I shared it with Dan, and it's right there in front of me. Me and this fucking thing. Oh, so good. It was, I think it was crocodile now. I can't remember if it was alligator or crocodile. I think it was crocodile. But yeah, it was New Orleans cuisine, and yeah, I had like a little hoagie thing, and it had some kind of sauerkraut, coleslaw, and tomato, and some kind of sauce, and then the crocodile, and it was all good. And then we went to get beer. Well, I was like, well, I'm really thirsty after eating that fucking sandwich, so I'm gonna get 2 beers. So like, literally the entire night we double fisted beers, the entire night. So we go, go. Well, I got a mixed drink, which was basically a Long Island iced tea, and so I'm standing next to my Long Island iced tea thing. It's on the ground, and like I'm standing right next to it. Didn't matter. Some bitch came in while she was walking by. She didn't fucking look, and she kicked it over. So that was fucking $7 wasted. I look at her. And she's looking down at the ground. She's like, "What was that?" And I'm just looking. I'm like, "Thanks, bitch." And yeah, she just kept walking. I was like, "You totally fucking paid for that." But yeah, then like we were basically just double fisting beers all night, and yeah, I had quite a few beers, and so did they, and they were getting drunk and I didn't. But it was a very interesting day. But it went food truck, food truck beer, food truck beer, food truck. Food truck. We stood in line for a food truck for 2 hours.
Wow.
It was stupid. Really stupid.
You need like a food truck so you can feed people in the queue for the food truck.
Yeah, no, it was stupid. And people were like, "Yeah, this is our first food truck," and I'm like, "I'm so sorry for you." Like we spent maybe a half an hour at the first one, and a half an hour at the second one, like a half an hour at the third one, or whatever. But it was like, this is taking forever. And then by the time we got up there, 2 hours later, first it was still light out. And by the time we got to the food truck, it was dark. And I was very disappointed. Wow. Because, like, we're all like, yeah, beef tacos. Oh, I don't have beef. I was like, motherfucker. So we had pork and chicken tacos, and it was not as good as I wanted it to be. And he just, like, threw random shit on it. Like, I have no idea what came on it. But yeah, I did not enjoy it. Like, there was some shit that I've never had before, and it didn't taste good. But while we were in that line, we were sending people out, like, you know, every maybe half an hour, maybe every, yeah, I'll just say half an hour so it doesn't sound worse. Getting like 8 beers and bringing them back. And like everyone just got 2 beers. Well, no, it was more than that because, yeah, there's 2, 4, no, there's 5 of us. So yeah, we got 10 beers. So, yeah, like everyone just had 2 beers at all times. And then it got to the point where they already had some beers, but like they're on their last one. So it was like, okay, you know, we're going to do this. And then like we're just getting whatever we could at that point because like people were running out of beer. And like you just see people with these big ass trolleys like going around taking the beer to fucking different like kiosks and stuff. And then there were people just standing around like, beer here, you know. And so we just go to this place, and that, like, you're like, if they don't have this, have this. And it was like, well, they didn't have anything, so it's like, oh, PBR. It's like, okay. So I come back with, like, this thing. I was like, just keep it on the fucking, the plastic tab things that you pull it out of. Whatever the hell those little things are called. That kill endangered species. Or kill species in the water. But yeah, so I had the coolest idea. So, like, there were 2 rings open, so I was like, you know, I don't want to hold this thing. Like, I got 2 beers on my own. Everyone else has 2 beers. Nobody can hold this thing. So I take my belt halfway off, put my belt through the loop, and, like, I have beer hanging on my crotch. And, like, they're like, give me a beer. I was like, no, you grab it yourself. So I had people reaching for my crotch all night. It was good. Uh, so that happened, and like we were just double fisting beers all night, and then like came the rave and everything, and like at that point, like, well, I had a shirt over my Iron Man shirt, and then I ripped off my other shirt and I was Iron Man for the rave, and I got guys complimenting me, but and well, other than I felt really awkward like trying to grind up on a girl, so like that didn't happen, but I did have a couple girls that like kind of made their way over to me, so that was fun. But yeah, I felt awkward, and then I stole something. It was like a shot paddle thing, and it's like got Jameson. Yeah, so I was like I saw it sitting there as we were leaving, going down the staircase. I was like,
I want that. I really do.
Like
I'm
I
gonna
looked at it,
steal
like,
it when
mine.
I visit you.
Yeah, there you go. It's not doing anything here, but I was just like, mine. There were two there too. I should have taken both. But yeah, like on the way out, like it was fucking midnight by the time we left, and I'm sure everyone just heard that fucking car speed by. Fuck you, car. But yeah, like as we were going, we caught the last shuttle of the night because we didn't even know where the fuck we were, and like half of them were drunk anyway, and so we caught a shuttle. And we got taken up to our vehicles, and I was like, thank God. And like it was an hour drive home, so I didn't get home till like 1 in the morning or 1:30. And then I started drinking at home. But yeah, that was a very fun night. And American Dan would have been very upset if I did not mention that story. But yeah, that was a very fun night. I'm very happy that I got invited out to that, and I actually went. But yeah, other than that, I've been working on the house and stuff, and been very happy with how it is turning out so far. I'm also going to be putting ceramic tile in the kitchen, which is going to be great. I can't wait to do that. I have so much shit, but I'm waiting for Rogue to give me a big pile of cash again, so I can go spend it all on the house and bills. So I don't have any of the money he gives me. So yeah, that's been just a lot of fun, crazy stuff I'm doing around here. Other than that, I'll go into what I've been watching and stuff. Oh, movies. I did get to see a movie, and I guess I should bring this up too, even though she doesn't listen to this podcast. So, went and Stacy, I don't even know if I've ever mentioned her on the podcast, my best like girlfriend ever. She's like, I want to see Jurassic World, blah, 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 and she's like, and then she asked me if I want to go. I was like, fuck yeah! So, I was like, well, let me look up times, because she was up at her boyfriend's, but he's at work. So I looked up showtimes, because he actually lives apparently 20 minutes away, and I found out he works 350 feet up the road from me at a different company. So I found that kind of funny. So he's very close. But so she drove down, and there's like a movie theater right next to where I work. So I was like, sweet. So there's a showtime for 4 and 5. I was like, okay, I'm gonna go to work at 7 tomorrow. We'll get off at 3:30. I was like, meet me at 7:35, and we're gonna get a Subway. We're gonna get something to eat. And there's only one person working there. It took us fucking 20 minutes to get food, and like by the time we finished food, I'm like, I've never been late to a movie, and I was like, look at me, like my OCD's going insane, like, and I was like, I'm fucking shaking. I'm like, I've never been late to a movie in my life. It was like, it's just the credits. I don't fucking care. But
I wanted to see the trailers, damn it.
And we still saw like 4 different fucking trailers after we got there, and we were like there at least 10 minutes late. But yeah. So, well, yeah, we eat at Subway, then we go to the movie, and it was Jurassic World, the Fallen. I can't remember what the Fallen Kingdom. And yeah, that was a pretty damn good movie. It was really interesting. Good for children. Couple of dismemberments over there. Couple people getting eaten. Great shit. Yeah. T-Rex eats somebody again, of course. But yeah, it was a good movie.
Are they sitting on the John?
No. No. I'm trying to think, was there any... No toilet deaths this time. But yeah, no, it was good. It was interesting. Actually, it spends a lot less time on the island than I thought it was going to. Dan, say something. I'm gonna die.
Gary is dying. Well, whilst he's doing that, I'll quickly talk about my week. I wasn't on. We weren't on last week because I had a family commitment. It was my aunt's 60th birthday, and she rented out a house in Dorset. So we went there, and yeah, it was really good fun. Had a rather too much to drink over the weekend, but feeling good now, so that's good. On the Friday night, we just had a lasagna and played a lot of pool and drank a lot of beer. And on the Saturday night, I spent Saturday on the beach at Lulworth Cove. Got stupidly sunburnt. My knees are still quite hot, and then she had caterers come in and cook an amazing meal. I made one of my aunts. Yeah. There's a photo of me in my dinner jacket. Which has gone down rather well, with a different aunt, not the same aunt. I made my aunt some gin and tonic, and then for the rest of the night she wouldn't leave me alone because I make really good gin and tonic.
Damn straight.
Yeah, so I was spending the whole night drinking and pouring gin and tonics for my aunt and a few other people. It was pretty cool. And on the Sunday we had a barbecue. I had to go out and get some charcoal briquettes. There was a freaking caravan thing going on, so all these caravans came down to see this caravan show, and of course they all brought their fucking barbecues. So trying to find coal for a barbecue, I ended up driving about 20 miles to find a petrol station that actually had a bag of briquettes. I could have got the lumpwood, but lumpwood's shit. You want the proper briquettes because they produce more heat and they burn more evenly. And I went on to cook a ridiculous amount of pork. We had about 3 foot of ribs. God knows how many pork chops, sausages, steak, burgers, so much stuff, and yeah, it was really tasty. It was really good. I'm making myself hungry. So yeah, my week has mainly been recovering from that, and getting ready for tomorrow because I'm going to a school thing tomorrow. I did spend a bit of a time researching things for my tent. For when I go camping, I found a power supply, so I will be able to podcast from the tent regardless of the weather. But I don't know about cell phone reception just yet. I've got to go and figure that out next. That's the next thing on my list, and then I'll be ready to broadcast from a tent in a field in Devon. Yay! I'm actually quite looking forward to just chilling out for a couple of weeks. It's going to be nice.
I wish I could do that.
But yeah, you were telling us about Jurassic Park.
Jurassic World.
Jurassic World, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if there's going to be a third one. There's not really much else. I mean, I don't want to say much of anything just because new movie. I want to go see Ant-Man and Wasp. Actually, I'm starting to become a very sad person. I'm like, put up on Facebook, it was like, single guy looking for like single female to watch movies with. I was like, I need a movie buddy, because I want to watch movies, and I don't have anybody to go with because American Dan and his wife don't watch any of the superhero films or any of that kind of shit. So, I mean, they watch Deadpool, so that's about it. So like any of the cool shit, they don't watch. Watch all the boring stuff. But yeah, so I'm looking for somebody to hopefully do that with. We don't have to date. We don't have to fuck. I'm good with just going to watch movies. Maybe have a meal. Basically what I did with Stacy. Oh yeah, and then we went to have beer after that. I didn't get to that part before I died. Yeah, so we went, like, it was funny because I picked her up at the place and literally there's a Subway right next to it. and then we went back to the movie theater, watched the movie, and then I took her back and went back over to the same exact area because there's a bar there, and yeah, we had a couple beers, and I had the most disgusting beer ever. It tasted like, when I say, like overly fermented, really old, has been open for like 2 years wine. It was gross.
Wow.
Yeah, never again. Like I was drinking it, and like it made me nauseous for the rest of the night. Like I just had this thing,
So
like
it's
I drank something putrid. Like it was just. Ugh.
Did it gone kind of vinegary?
Yeah, yeah, I guess.
Yeah, that's
sounds
off
like
beer. You should have taken it back. That's
Well,
not how that
I
beer should have
asked the
tasted.
girl. I asked the girl. I was like, "What is this shit?" It's like it's terrible.
Yeah, I'd have got that replaced or a refund.
Yeah, well, I don't like IPAs, and I was like, maybe it's just another beer I don't like. But yeah, so then I was like, all right. Well, I was so pissed because I wanted I can't remember. It was something Dankwood, and I was like, and I asked her, I was like, yeah, I want the Dankwood, and then she's like, oh, that's the only one we don't have. I was like, no, I want Dankwood. But yeah. But yeah, so I didn't get that. So I got what was the other one that I can't remember what it was. Oh, it was an amber ale. I just can't remember the name of it. But that was pretty good. Actually, I couldn't tell. Like that taste was stuck on my tongue the the entire night. Like it was just infused. It was so bad. But yeah, Jurassic World, good. Go watch it or steal it or whatever you want to do. I don't know if there's going to be a third one. I don't see what they would do because what they did at the end of that movie could be really weird. So watch Handmaid's Tale. There's only one more episode left after this, and oh boy, shit is insane. Oh, fuck, gonna cough again.
Okay, well, I've been watching some stuff. Obviously, the Twitch Doctor Who stream is live and kicking, unlike Gary, who is slowly dying. We're still on the fourth Doctor, I believe. He's killed a lot of people. He is way more violent than he has been with the previous Doctors and later Doctors. So that's kind of interesting to see him quite happily blow some people up. So a little bit of a change. Yeah, he's been
Nazi
fighting
doctor.
and yeah. So yeah, that was pretty cool. That's pretty much the main thing I've watched. I've seen 2 episodes of something you've seen all of, which is Luke Cage.
Yeah, Luke Cage was good.
I haven't had the time to watch it because Doctor Who stream. But I might watch a bit tonight whilst I go to bed.
Yeah, it's a good season. I really enjoyed it. I need to look up the end because I don't know. I think something happened that I missed because I wasn't paying attention. But yeah, I need to look something up that happened at the end. But yeah, no, that season was really good. Really, really enjoyed it. Just like a lot of shit goes down in this season, and I gotta say, it's got the best Iron Fist fight scene. He can't do anything for his own show, but whenever he's in other shit, he does good. Oh yeah, and the reason I'm coughing is because something is in the back of my throat, like just rubbing. I feel it there. I know it's gonna fucking irritate it again. Yeah. So the other thing I watch is Evil Genius, and you've been telling me to watch this for fucking weeks. And
yep. And there's been a podcast about it that I've been listening to talking about it. Do you listen to that one with the old FBI agent?
Oh, you're talking about the fuck, I can't remember the name of the podcast. But yeah,
the 2 people that work on Criminal Minds. Yeah.
There you go. Mr. Rain says next stop Jurassic Galaxy. But yeah, no, I haven't listened to that. But yeah, Evil Genius was really interesting. Like how it started out, and then it's like just how they kept progressing. Like they told the story really well throughout the 4 episodes, and they're only 45 minutes each, so it wasn't too bad. Like Luke Cage can get above an hour and stuff. That's
and each episode kind of leaves you with the question at the end, and you're like,
well, that's the same thing with Luke Cage. Is like, I started watching him like normally, like I watch like 1 or 2 episodes and then I'd be done, and then it hit something. And it's like, duh, and I'm like, damn it! I gotta watch the next episode. I hate that. I fucking hate like It's not even cliffhangers. It's like oh, it's like a little tease. It's like I don't know what's next.
Shit's about to go down.
Yeah, yeah, it's really good. Yeah, Evil Genius was interesting. For people who don't know, it's about the pizza bomber. This actually happened close to me, only a couple hours away in Erie, Pennsylvania. Yeah. Yeah, it was really interesting. That stuff always intrigues me more whenever it's something that takes place like, close to home, but like really close to home. So yeah, I was really, really interested in that. I swear to God, I've seen these fucking people on the news in my life. So I'm like, I swear to God, I know you. But yeah, so interesting thing. I've never been to Erie. I'm hoping to go with American Dan and his wife someday. Of course, I was supposed to go with them and Courtney. Like we're gonna make a little like date trip out of it, like go canoeing and shit on the lake. But yeah, so hopefully I get to go up there one time. And maybe I'll go visit the fucking radio tower, because I can do that now. And be like, this is
for those who don't know, it starts off with a guy who's wearing this rather large T-shirt.
It says
with
guess,
yeah. And he goes up into a bank, up to the bank teller, hands over a piece of paper, basically saying, "Give me $250,000. I have a bomb." Now this is quite rare because normally, when people hold a bank and they've got a piece of paper saying they've got a bomb, normally they either don't have anything, or if they do have something, it's fake and it's not actually a bomb. Turns out this thing is actually a bomb, and it's basically on a giant ring, like half of a handcuff around this guy's neck and on his chest. And it was designed to explode outwards and inwards, but the scoring didn't quite work, so it didn't explode into.
Yeah, which didn't kill him immediately either. Whenever it actually yes, this thing blew up, but it didn't do too much. And like instead of like exploding inward, it like bent in, so it crushed him, which is like even fucking worse. Yeah, and he died kind of slowly, even like he was pretty fucked up, like in the face and everything from this thing going off. But and
of course, when they stop him not too far from the bank, get him out of his car. He tells them what's happening, and he sounds quite calm to start with. And one of the police officers cuts open the shirt, investigates, like, "Oh shit, this looks real." And so they close down the roads to keep everyone away from it, and call the bomb squad. But because all the roads are closed down, the bomb squad can't get in time to help save him. Of course, what they could have done, which may well have helped, was maybe, I don't know, put a bulletproof vest under it and like one in front of his face, so that it would, it'd still hurt a lot, but it would direct none of the shrapnel from the bomb would have probably killed him. So yeah, the police cocked up on that, but it's very interesting. It takes you in behind the planning, what was going on. He also had a cane stick, a walking cane gun, walking stick with a.
It was a fucking shotgun too. I was like, it's like a.
Yeah.
I mean, you say cane gun, but it's like, it sounds cooler if it's a cane shotgun. But it's like, look at this thing, it fucking works. It's like, it's so cool. And the people like that crazy. That are kind of like that. They kind of go over. I can't remember. I'm trying to remember the guy's name. It's something Steen. I can't remember. Hosteen, I think it was. And then Marjorie. I don't know. She had like 3 names. Marjorie something. But yeah, like they're like super high intelligence, but they're like weird, like really weird people. And yeah, this
Yeah,
whole thing
well,
was like weird. But the biggest thing about it was like it's fucking like they had multiple like full pages of instructions for shit, and then they found out because this guy was supposed to go on a scavenger hunt to like take all this shit off because it had like well it was weird because it had four places for the key to or the key to unlock like the collar,
yeah,
but only two of them were needed because the other two didn't work. And like they're
yeah,
talking about like how there's just extra wires everywhere that didn't mean anything and really fucking weird.
yeah. Go
But
watch it. It's really good.
yeah, yeah, they go completely into just all this shit, and it's got that just it's basically like the podcast that we listen to about like going in. I'm trying to remember like uh it's not P Town. That's Jason's thing. S Town, or Shit Town.
Yeah, shit,
Like
yeah,
you
yeah.
got that. It's basically kind of like that. Or what's that one we just did? The the one black guy. Oh, I can't remember the child killer thing. Uh,
Oh, yeah.
I can't remember
Dear
the name of
Franklin
it.
Jones,
No, that was a cult. Damn it.
Atlanta Monster.
Yes, that's what it is. Yeah, basically, it's like those, and like they're talking to the girl in prison, like they do in these other ones. They're talking to the people that are in prison and all that stuff. And yeah, like it was basically like that, but you have like footage and all this stuff that you're seeing as they're talking about it, and interviewing people and all that. So it's exactly like that of watching a podcast. So it was
Yeah,
really cool. I mean, it's a documentary thing, but instead of a documentary podcast. Yeah, it's really good. Yeah, go watch it. It's 4 episodes, not that long. You can do it like one a day or something like that. Be done in a week. So yeah, that was good. And then also I started watching more of the Toys That Made Us. Like being sick this week, like like Tuesday after I played PUBG with you guys, like I was just gave away games. Like I was just like dying. I'm like I went from sitting to like laying back in the recliner to laying in bed to like getting back up, laying in a recliner, sitting up. Like I couldn't fucking get comfortable for long enough because I just felt like hell. And so I just started watching a bunch of stuff. So yeah, I watched Toys Made Us. I watched the Star Trek one, the Barbie, the He-Man ones, which I love. I love the people that made He-Man. They're just fucking insane. They're just fucking crazy, crazy, weird guys. But yeah, so that's that. That's all I've done. I don't know if you have anything else that you want to talk about.
yeah. There's a new podcast which I haven't listened to yet because at the time of recording, it's not out until tomorrow,
Which one's that?
and it is called Aaron Mankey's Cabinet of Curiosities. Now, the only reason I'm recommending this is because his other podcast, which we listened to a ton of,
Lore.
Law, was fantastic.
Yeah, I
So
almost forgot about that. I heard that on the latest Lore episode.
yeah, so I have that on my feed ready to go as soon as it downloads. I shall be listening to it whilst driving, I imagine.
Yeah, it
If you
sounds
want to know,
like Ridley's Believe It or Not, but fucking
yeah,
with like a lore kind of thing to it.
the
And I love
description,
that
the
guy's
feed
voice.
description reads, inspired by the unusual collections and fascinating stories that fill the pages of history. Aaron Mankey's Cabinet of Curiosities takes listeners on a twice-weekly tour of the unbelievable, the unsettling, and the bizarre.
Yeah. The other thing that
Uh,
I just remembered a new podcast, Inside Jaws. That
yeah,
just started. Um,
yeah, that is on my list as well. There, the first episode dropped
Actually, the
4 days
two.
ago, I think.
Yeah, the first
Yeah,
two are out. Yeah,
yeah,
so
I
I'm
am
inside
going to
it.
be listening to that,
Yeah.
and Inside the Exorcist. I'm going to be listening to.
Oh, you never listened to that?
No, no, I never
Oh, that's
listened
a
to
good
that one.
one. Yeah, that was really good.
Okay.
I like
I'm
that.
saving it for my 6 hours of driving tomorrow. Actually, it's going to be more like 8 hours of driving.
Is that 6 hours one way?
Yay!
Wait.
No, it's gonna take 3.5 to 4 hours to get there.
Okay, and then 3.5, 4 back. Okay,
Yeah, yeah.
cool.
I'm gonna be sleepy tomorrow evening. But yeah, I guess that is what the kind of media we've been digesting this week. But it's not, and we haven't really mentioned. Gary mentioned a couple of games, but yeah, what else have you been playing?
Uh, well, I'll mention PUBG a little bit later because I actually played a lot of that in the last 2 weeks. Um, I still haven't played like a ton of a lot of things. I played some of the Sexy Brutal. I started that, and I'm actually really enjoying that. I got stuck where I'm at right now. I just don't know where to do. I only did 1 day's cycle of it. So, but yeah, the Sexy Brutal is really interesting, and I'm really enjoying it so far. And yeah, like the whole story and like trying to figure out because like you can see on the map as like and you can fast forward and rewind like on the map the time of day and you can see past that characters are taking and stuff if you've seen them, so you know where they're going and like you can kind of try to figure stuff out. And yeah, it's really interesting. I knew I was gonna like it. I'm just I'm happy that it's on the EA. I can't remember Origin Access, whatever they're calling it for the PC version of it. But yeah, that's there, so I'm really enjoying that. Played a little bit of Destiny 2, didn't get to do much of that. Because everyone's fucking ahead of me, so I'm like, well. And everyone's like got a second character, I'm like, I'm over here by myself.
I can come and join you. I get leveled down depending on where I am anyway, so it doesn't matter.
So like Guild Wars.
I'll come and help you out.
And then played it once with Jason. This is probably like right after the last podcast we recorded. Actually, it was Overwatch. Played a couple rounds with him, and then we haven't played it since. I bought it for him on the PC, and he didn't play it anymore with me. But yeah, we gotta make time to play that. I thought he was gonna play it like every day. That's how it sounded. I literally played 5 minutes of the Octopath Traveler demo. I still haven't got to do anything. I started a Thief, and I haven't got to do anything really. Yeah, that's fun.
I've met my third companion.
Ooh.
I didn't take no, second companion. I the first companion I met, I didn't want to do, so I'm gonna have to go back to do that. He's a thief, and I was like, you know what, he can wait.
No. Stellaris, I played a bit of that. I started to learn how to actually play that game, and I was using Jason. There's a lot of Jason in this because, well, he finally started getting on Discord more. Last week, not as much this week. Every so often.
Now I'm back. He's disappeared.
Yeah, he doesn't like you.
Yeah.
Speaking of Jason, so I bought Street Fighter V on the PC, even though I have it on the PS4 because they were playing on the PC, and yeah, so Jason invites his brother-in-law in, and who's very good at fighting games, and for somebody that doesn't play fighting games, I got super pissed off because Jason's really good, and nobody gave me any like breathing room. So it's literally, I'm like, I don't know how to, oh, I'm dead. Like, I don't know how to do any of the moves. I'm trying to figure it out. I was like, give me and then I'm dead. Like, I didn't even get to talk. So I was like, why the fuck am I even playing this if you're not even going to, like, go a little easy on me so I can figure out what the fuck I'm doing? Like, it's literally, like, death in, like, seconds. So I was like, I fucking rage quit that, and I was just so pissed. And then Jason got on the next night. I was like, want to play Street Fighter 5? I was like, you're not going to get mad? I was like, you're not going to fucking kick my ass in 5 seconds? So I did better. I won a couple times. He won a couple times. So it's like, yeah, like I actually got to learn stuff, and we use different characters too. So like, if he uses a character he doesn't know, then it's a little bit more even for me because I can figure shit out too. So like, I did Guile. Guile was fun. Jesus Christ, he's so gigantic compared to Street Fighter 2. Played some Monster Hunter World. I played with Stacy, and I fucking hate Kieran. I just wanted to die. It's an asshole. Fucking stupid unicorn bitch. Yeah, I'm super pissed. Like, it's either Stacy dies like 3 times in a row, or like yesterday I died twice in like a minute, and I was just so pissed. I couldn't even believe it happened. Like, normally I'm good at dodging and all this stuff, and like I just fucking completely died. I was like, oh my god. But yeah, so Kieran's pissed me off. I've been helping Stacy get up to like doing Kieran, but she's still low rank. She hasn't done like all the like end game stuff to get better, like the best equipment and everything. So I'm trying to like bring her through it, and it's not going so well. But she wants to wear the unicorn armor. So, but yeah. So that's like my shit. That's another thing. So we watched we watched Jurassic World, and then went home and killed dinosaurs basically. So that was fun. But yeah, so we went from seeing monsters to fighting monsters. Also, the Steam Summer Sale's been going on for the past week and a half now, and there's a game called Saliens that came out for it, and it took me until I was fucking dying Tuesday, staring at my Steam page, going, "Haha, they called it Saliens because it's aliens during the sale. Ha ha." I was like, wow, I'm fucked up. I was like, God, like I didn't even catch that until like I was like, my brain was so slow it just picked it up. So yeah, that's actually a lot of fun. It's just clicking. It's not tower defense. What's this? I don't remember the name of those games. Like you have a castle and shit's coming towards the castle, and you gotta like defend it, and actually I think it's like defending the castle game or something like that. But yeah, stuff comes over and you have to like, it's basically one of those like cookie clicker kind of things where you just click on the things and it's shooting at them, and then you also have these skills that throw shit out at it. And I actually had a lot of fun.
For some reason,
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't work on my Steam, so I have to play it in a separate web browser.
Really? That's weird.
My Steam's
that's literally what it is. It's a web browser game.
Yeah, it'll start it, and then it'll start loading. It's like, nah.
So, yeah, I made it to level 5, and yeah, I'm enjoying it.
That's a lot of pressing 1 and clicking.
Yeah. Well, actually, I just hold down 1 because you can hold down that. But the thing is, I fuck up, and like now I have this bomb thing I can throw out. Well, if you're holding down 1, you hit 3 for the bomb, it stops shooting the like goo stuff out. So it's like fuck, and I have to hold it down again. Like my brain's not fast enough to remember to do all this stuff. Because I'm doing it on the hard one, because it's like, oh yeah, now I got all these skills and everything, I should be fine. No, if it's like running over me, I'm like, fuck. So, I don't know. I actually enjoy it quite a lot. It's something stupid, mindless fun, whatever. And, you can sell some of the things you get from it, so, yeah, you can make a couple cents on it. That's why I told Rogan, you want like 10 cents.
I'm at level 5. I'm halfway to level 6.
Yeah, I'm at level 5.
I don't think I'm going to play much more of it, to be honest.
Yeah, I like.
It's not the greatest game in the world.
No, but it is. It was a decent little.
It certainly isn't the worst. Don't get me wrong.
The only other reason I really played it was because like you can get a free game out of it. So I was like, I don't know when that's going off either. If they're doing it daily or at the end, like they just draw how many people get shit. But that's the only other reason I did it. I was like, well, I can get a free game, I guess. So I don't know if that's gonna happen or not. But other than that, PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds played quite a bit of that this week with. Tuesday I played it with you and Rory, and we didn't do the greatest. I liked the new map quite a bit. Now I'm very happy because I have my own island. It's called Gary's Island. Yeah. Because I went there once and I found a bunch of good shit, and Rory died while I was on my island, and I went up to help Dan and we died. While we watched, we waited for people to come across the bridge, and they came up from behind anyway. Motherfuckers. But yeah, that was I always seem to be in the circle when I'm playing, so I'm kind of happy about that. But yeah, I've also played with American Dan, and we got pretty far. But yeah, like I actually like the new map's how I want to play, because after I went like yeah, because he accidentally chose like random, so we went to I don't know the names of these things, but it's desert one, and so
It's
we
I can't remember.
mirror I don't know, but
Miramar. I just realised I don't know if that's the desert one or the green one. So
but not the greenest green. But
no.
yeah, so just noticing like how long or just like how big the map is, and like I don't find fucking as much weapons, ammo, all this stuff. It's just like just seems like it takes too long. So I like the smaller map. It just seems like it like even on the smaller map, I'm still not finding people that fucking easy. You can land with a bunch of people, or you can go a little bit further out and still be safe and still find a bunch of stuff. But yeah, like I'd rather play on the small map now. Like I'd rather just every map after this one should just be that size, because I love that. It's a lot better, I think. And as I say, like I just want to go in and I want to drop like in a hot spot and start working on trying to fucking kill people, because I'm not doing good enough, and I'm very sad. But I really want to kill some people. But yeah, so PUBG good. Dan, you should probably go get into your shit.
Yeah, I have been playing PUBG quite a bit. I played some solo for the first time the other night. I got to about 7th. I got in the top 10 a few times. That was good fun. Still no chicken dinner for me. And I'm getting too old. My reactions aren't fast enough. It's PUBG. I really enjoy the new map. It feels like almost like you're in Crisis. You know, you're playing a Crisis game. Actually, yeah, well, that's not what I mean. I mean,
and you get apples.
It feels like Far Cry, a Far Cry
Yeah.
game. Just the lush greenery and the huts. It's straight out of the last couple of Far Cry games, basically. Really, really kind of cool. I have had a lot of fun with that. Tried a little bit of Black Wake, which was a game that came with the Humble Monthly bundle. I think there's a few days left. If you want to pick it up, it's good fun. Is it good fun? I don't know. I need more people. Basically, you start the game on a server and you spawn a pirate ship. And
So is it basically like maybe a more serious Sea of Thieves?
yeah, definitely. You have the captain, and he'll be issuing orders, and he'll be telling everyone else on his crew that load the port side cannon, and so the people that are doing that will and you've got to put the powder in, you've got to put the shot in, and then you can aim the cannon and fire it.
Don't have to pack it.
Well, yeah, you have to pack it. It's very kind of pirate ship simulator, and you can play as pirates or the British Navy. But when you're on your own and you've got no one on your ship apart from you, it's I didn't play it very much because Rory got online. He was like, PUBG, and I was like, yeah, why not? Yeah, PUBG. So yeah, it's definitely something I want to play more of, but I don't know anyone that plays it. So, yeah, it's I think it's still in early access. It looks like it could be pretty cool. There's different types of ships you can have, and yeah. Arr. A bit more Destiny 2. I've completed the main. Actually, I think I said that a couple of weeks ago. Completed the main campaign. I'm working on the DLC now. Basically, played a bit of that. Had a bit of fun. A game that's not on there, which I completely forgot of. Just played a little bit of it today. Was Wolfenstein. The latest one. Yeah. Played a bit more of that before Rory got on and said, "PUBG." Yeah, I'm not having a good gaming day. I'm really sucking today. But yeah, one thing I really enjoyed playing, and I was kind of surprised by, Skyrim Very Special Edition is now available in the UK on your Alexa powered devices, and if you don't have an Alexa
Oh,
device, you
that's what it
can
was.
put it on your phone. Yep, did a couple of dungeons, killed a few things. My spellcraft is increasing, my weapon skill is increasing, and my shouts are getting stronger. It's good. It's kind of
literally
like
just
playing
you
a very
shouting at
basic
your
D&D.
phone.
No, it's basically Alexa would say something like, "You see, you've got two ways in front of you. Which way do you go? Do you go to the old mill or and you get to the old mill, and there might be something to attack, and it'll say you can attack with weapon, cast spell, or use shout. So you just say one of those three things, and Alexa describes what's happening.
Have you eaten
and
all the cheese?
I haven't found a way to eat cheese. I found a place with a load of cheese in it, but there was no option to eat cheese to heal. And also, now, when you heal, well, I haven't figured out if you can heal, but when you finish a dungeon, you go back up to full health. So, it's kind of cool. Oh, and you can also run away if you need to. If you're in a battle, you can try to run away. But yeah, it's nice little bit of fun. Played it for about 5-10. I probably played it for about 20 minutes whilst I was lying in bed. I kind of enjoyed it. It's a bit like a choose your own adventure slash D&D. Don't really have much in the way of stats for it though. So
yeah, I mean it's kind of like the what the hell are those novel games that we were playing?
I can't remember.
Oh, with the green eyes and damn it, I can't remember what it's called. But yeah, I mean, kind of like that kind of stuff, like a choose your own, and then you can die, and then yeah, that stuff interests me. I might have to do that. So you can actually put it on your phone using like the Amazon app, or
yeah, the Alexa app for Android works fine.
Oh, okay.
Hang on, let me just bring it up.
I wish I could put it on my Google Home. I got those all over the fucking place.
Did I put it?
But yeah, I don't know.
Did I?
Ah,
there we go. Amazon. I couldn't find the app. See if this will pick it up.
Probably will.
Where are the skills? There we go. You add it as a skill to your Amazon Alexa device and or app, and this. Hang on. Let me just do it. It's probably going to be easier if I just talk to it. Play Skyrim. Okay, it's not doing it.
Yeah.
Play Skyrim.
Nope.
Fuck's sake. Play Skyrim.
So, everyone listening to the podcast.
Play Skyrim.
Skyrim. Adventurer. You are standing at a crossroads deciding where to go. In one direction is a fishing camp, in the other is an abandoned tower. Where would you like to go?
Abandoned tower.
Yeah.
Once at the abandoned tower, a Nord beekeeper greets you. She looks quite sad. She tells you her father was killed by a mysterious evil in a misty mountain.
No.
Will you avenge her father?
Yes.
You arrive at your first dungeon. As the mighty Dovahkiin, you obviously already know that you can use your weapon, cast spell, or shout to battle your enemies. And, seeing as how you're Skyrim's chosen one, you certainly will never ever need to ask to flee when facing an enemy too powerful for you. Nope, a powerful warrior like you won't ever need to flee. Or even take enough damage to ask, what is my health? So let's continue. You followed the quest marker to your destination. A great mountain stands before you. Will you venture in?
Yes. Anyway, that's how you play it. You just talk to your phone and play it, and it's
we should
nice
just have a
fun.
podcast where we just do that. Oh my god, that's funny. Let's play.
Yeah.
Skyrim, very special edition.
Yeah, I'll live stream it next time.
Yes. In bed. Oh, that'd be great. Alright, is there anything else you need to say, Dan?
But there's a Switch game I realized, not Switch game, a PS Vita game I went through, but I started playing. It's an old Prince of Persia game. Doesn't really require much of a mention because, God, it's one of those awful old. We didn't know what we were doing with 3D games. 3D games. So the controls are terrible. So I basically downloaded it, played it for about 5 minutes, uninstalled it.
Was it a Vita or PSP?
It was, well, I have it on my Vita. Doesn't mean to say it's not a PSP game. I don't know. It's one of the free ones I got with PSN. So
Oh, it was probably PS Vita then.
yeah.
Fun.
Okay, well that brings us directly to the news. So I guess I should click this link and have a look and see what this bit of news is all about.
Oh, it's super exciting. I just find it ridiculous.
Okay. Since Steam got rid of Greenlight, it was, well, getting rid of Greenlight was supposed to cut down on the amount of crap hitting Steam. Hasn't really worked, basically. Since they got rid of Greenlight, Steam Direct is now seeing 180 game releases a week, which is twice as many as Greenlight did. So, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Greenlight used to have 70 a week. So yeah, that is quite a lot.
Yeah, and games were already like horribly enough like not being found and shit.
Yeah, and you know there could be some gems in there, but a lot of them, especially with Valve's new kind of hands off the storefront, do what you want thing that we found out about the other week. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. I mean, before Greenlight, Steam usually got 5 releases a week. Can we go back to those days? I prefer that. It's a lot easier to, you know.
Like, just, you know, I mean, do like maybe 15, maybe 20. Like, not 70, not 100 of fucking 80.
Perhaps the $100 Steam Direct fee to get your game on Steam is too low. Perhaps that should be raised.
Yeah.
And that
make it so, like, if they put it out there, they can't make their money back or something. Make something.
Well, no, just to make it so that the utter shit. Mind you, I guess you still get people that put out crapware. But I don't know. I mean, it's just as much as you use Steam and enjoy using Steam. It's incredible the amount of utter trash that is on there. It's worse than mobile. It really is. Just ugh. I mean, there's games that don't even have an executable file that you can buy. That you can't even run them, but you can buy it. I mean, Valve. If it was a shop, Valve would have. Like a brick and mortar store, Valve would have to make sure that the things actually worked. But
right. Yeah, it's pretty ridiculous. But yeah, I'll go into my next little piece. Yeah, so maybe I'll just have to open up my Labo kit for this part because Mario Kart 8 got an update, and you're able to use the Labo motorcycle or motorbike control thing. I'm kind of interested in it. So, yeah, I like it. You know, you can use it like you're using like a
twist the handlebar to accelerate.
Yeah, I'm like that's kind of cool. I want to do that. I'm happy other games are actually like making use of these. I mean, of course, it's gonna be a Nintendo game. Nobody else is gonna fucking do it. But yeah, I'm kind of interested in that. I need to fucking corner Steve and be like, when can I use your children to put together Labo? Because, like, that's the only way it's going to happen. Like, well, I could do it on my own. I don't want to look that sad.
But if you're on your own, no one's going to see you looking that sad. So
Look at me play with my cardboard. I want to do it with
that is
kids
kind of
because
cool.
it's more fun because their excitement. But yeah, I don't know. I might have to just open it up eventually. Actually, I haven't talked to Steve about it because I've been like embarrassed to say like, when can I use your kids? So
Maybe
yeah,
don't phrase it like that. Maybe try to find a way that doesn't make you sound quite so creepy.
it's
Hey,
fine.
how about, hey, Steve, I've got Labo. Can I come bring it round? Maybe we can try it out.
Well, I told him that I had it like a while ago, and I was like, we need to find out. Actually, did say this month. It was probably like around now, whenever Lisa was having her stuff done. I didn't want to go over while she had her, surgery and all that stuff.
Yeah, of
Um,
course.
and she's recovering fine. So yay, Lisa. So
Cool.
yeah, but that's it for that. Labo with
Well, next
Mark.
up, PUBG, PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. They were suing Epic Games over in Korea last week or the week before. Well, they've dropped the lawsuit, basically. Don't really know why. Probably because it was a stupid lawsuit. And we've got no idea if there was a settlement reached between them. But yeah, they've just stopped doing that, basically. I mean, you can't. It's a tough one. But yeah, they have. I mean, Tencent themselves have copied a load of games, so that may well have a reason why they didn't want to
Speaking of another
set a
lawsuit,
precedent and get sued.
I can't remember who Bethesda uh, sued.
Yeah, there's a new mobile game which is basically a reskin of the Vault. It's the Walking Dead Android game, I think.
Oh, that's what it was, The Walking Dead. Well, that happened, and then I just saw. I don't know if I'm going to be able to find it on here. But I just saw a game on Steam also that is literally another fucking ripoff of Fallout Shelter. I can't remember what it was called, but I saw it on the store page the other week. Whenever I saw that news, I was like, "This is literally the exact same thing again." Like they're getting into, like there's a meltdown. Oh God, what was it called? Oh, it looked like a little anime thing too. I can't remember, but yeah, it looked exactly like the same kind of art style, all that kind of stuff. I was like, wow, like everyone's just fucking copying it now.
Well, the oh yeah, no, it wasn't Walking Dead. It was Warner Brothers they're suing over the Westworld game,
That's what it was.
which
Westworld, yeah.
yeah, it's it's been made by the same people who made the core game for Bethesda for the Fallout Shelter game. The thing is, this thing looks. I mean, it's not just a blatant rip-off of Fallout Shelter. You know, it just looks identical, just with a different skin. It even has some of the same bugs that the older version of Fallout Shelter had.
Wow.
It is pretty freaking incredible. Go check that out. It is nuts. Apparently, there's been a statement from Warner Bros. Saying that that Behavior Interactive has assured that Bethesda's allegations are untrue, and they didn't use code from Fallout Shelter in the Westworld game. And this went on to say that Bethesda's accusations are baseless, stressing it's never induced Behavioral Interactive to using Fallout Shelter code in the Westworld game. Well, if they didn't use any of the code, I am highly surprised, because I mean, it just looks identical, and it has the same bugs in it. So, yeah, maybe someone's lying. I don't want to definitely say someone's lying, but I'm pretty sure someone's lying. And I'm pretty sure it's not Bethesda. Just because, well, I mean, look at that fucking screenshot.
Right.
You can't tell what game. They even have themes for like Halloween and just like Fallout Shelter does.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
All right.
It is kind of crazy.
Well, I'm gonna move us on, and yeah, Corsair wants to do streaming, motherfuckers, because they bought Elgato. Um,
Well, they didn't buy all of Elgato.
they bought the
Just
streaming part of it or whatever.
just the gaming parts of Elgato.
Yeah,
There's the home automation side of Elgato, which is
I didn't even
being
know they had
changed.
that.
Yeah, that's being changed to another name, so it doesn't confuse people.
Hmm.
Um,
Home Gato.
no, I think it's called Eve or something. I can't remember.
Eve Online. um, but yeah, so yeah, well, I guess okay. Corsair bought that part of Elgato for the streaming business part, and yeah, like Dan has one, you know, like a Stream Deck and stuff like that. So
And a capture card.
yeah, like oh yeah, I have the capture. Well, I have Rogue's capture card because he said it didn't work, but it totally works.
Yeah,
So,
works really well. I've got one.
yes,
Good.
and but yeah, so you know, I guess they want. I don't think they're gonna do their own service, would they? Like, are they just gonna do? I don't know, this kind of stuff.
Well, I think the future releases will probably be under the Corsair brand rather than the Elgato brand because it would be seem weird for Corsair to call it a different name.
Yeah,
But yeah, I'm just hoping they support the products that are already out with future updates, like the Stream Deck and the.
well, you're not gonna be very happy if they don't.
No, no, I'm not going to be very happy at all because I've only had this Stream Deck since November, so it's not even a year old. And actually, the finish on it is really crap. It's starting to turn white in places. Don't know if you can see that. Yeah, white line over the button there.
Oh yeah, I
just
see
up on
that.
there.
Okay, yeah. Looks
Oh,
like
and,
paint
and
chip.
that chip there, yeah.
How
just
dare.
just rubbing off.
Stop rubbing it off. But yeah, I guess that's really it. They bought them, that part of them for streaming shits. So Dan, next.
I'm trying to figure out why they just didn't use black plastic.
Lazy.
That would have been the sensible thing to do. Anyway, the creator of Uncharted, Amy Hennig, has left EA, and apparently her Star Wars game is on the shelf. When EA shut down Visceral Games, they had been working on a super secret, under wraps Star Wars project, codename Ragtag. That's the one EA said was too linear, and probably didn't have anything online. Well, anyway, there's someone at the door. No, there isn't. Yeah, Amy recently revealed to Eurogamer's Rob Purchase that she actually parted ways with the EA as of January this year and is in the process of starting up her new indie studio, but hasn't yet had a chance to announce the change or setting the record straight. When asked if she was still the creative director of a Star Wars project, Hennig replied, "I'm not. I haven't worked at EA since January. Technically, legally, yeah. This is a problem. It was hard enough for them, but the people were immediately asking them, is Amy working with you? And the answer was, well, we're in negotiations." Yeah, sort of the soft pedal answer. So, yeah, apparently now she's working independently, going to be staying independent, and yeah, started her own little studio with, and she'd love to have a little company of about 6 to 8 people, 15 at the most, and do some more projects and some VR stuff. Apparently she's consulting with some VR companies at the moment and doing a ton of research because she hasn't played a huge amount of stuff to lose herself in. So yeah, that Project Ragtag thing that I was looking forward to is shelved at the moment. It's a bit of a shame because Star Wars, I like Star Wars. I tried to play a bit of Star Wars the other day. I completely forgot. And you can equip the cards, so you've got like different boosts whilst you're playing. Every time I tried to do that, it crashed, and I'm playing single player. And I'm like, what the fuck did you? So yeah, things have been going really weird with games for me recently. But anyway, what's next?
Nintendo presidency. That sounds exciting. So Tatsumi Kimishima announced that. Well, I think he announced it that he was going to be leaving his role of being president back in April, and now at the 78th annual general meeting of shareholders, they announced that Shuntaro Furukawa is going to be the new president of Nintendo. And I was looking here, and I don't see what he actually did before. Like, what he did in the company before now and everything. I'll have to look that up later. But yeah, so he's talking about, or whenever they announced him and everything, he came up and he said, like, he spoke about balancing originality and flexibility of the console, the console and all that stuff, and the company and stuff that they're doing. And there's a couple quotes from him, like, we want to continue being a company that creates entertainment to bring smiles to people's faces. And based on this fundamental strategy, we will continue striving to offer products and services that anyone can enjoy, regardless of age, gender, or gaming experience, by keeping our dedicated video game platform business with its integrated hardware and software at the core of our operations. We will continue our efforts to introduce an even wider range of consumers to the unique appeal of Nintendo Switch, while also continuing to expand the number of people who have access to Nintendo IP in the world beyond game platforms developed by Nintendo. So hopefully he, strives forward with Nintendo and makes it better, and hopefully there are going to be more Nintendo partners and all this kind of stuff. One thing I'd probably like to see, like with Sony and Microsoft and everything, is like Nintendo maybe buying a couple more companies, like third-party developers and stuff that have made some great games for them to, like be in Nintendo's like nest, so they can cuddle them and nurture and just more better Nintendo stuff. That's really what I want. And made from, not just Nintendo. We need games from other people's. But Nintendo's got some good shit coming up, so I'm excited anyway. Even though E3 was like the most fucking sad piece of shit I've ever seen this year. Oh, so sad. But yeah, that's really it for that. So Dan, how about you give us our last piece of news?
Yeah, whether you like it or not, cloud gaming is coming. Maybe not in the next year or so, but soon. I know there are a load of people that are really devoted to their hardware, and they're like out of my cold dead hands. Well, that might be the case, but cloud gaming is definitely coming, and it's also going to introduce new ways to play that could be actually improved by cloud-based gaming, such as MMOs. They could work really well with the cloud-based system. And obviously we've had projects like OnLive, which, failed miserably initially. And right now, the GeForce Now is in its open beta, I think, or it was in its open beta. I don't know. They've given the puppy next door a squeaky toy. And then, of course, there's the EA Access thing that's coming out that you can cloud gaming basically. Well, Google is jumping on the bandwagon. Apparently, this is all conjecture and rumor at the moment. But apparently, what's going to happen is they've got a three-pronged approach. So there's going to be some sort of streaming platform. Think Netflix for games, possibly. some sort of hardware. So something like the Ouya, maybe, a Google gaming device that just probably has an HDMI port.
The Ouya.
Yeah, and they're attempting to bring game developers under the Google umbrella. They have been recruiting people from the likes of PlayStation, EA, and others by all accounts. The streaming platform has a code name. It is called Yeti. And apparently they took a few meetings at E3 a few weeks back to do some research, and they're not just looking to woo game developers to the Yeti service, but they also want to buy development studios directly, apparently. So yeah, this platform, it's going to be something like GeForce Now, I guess, with the Google Surface service using all of their servers basically to do the work of rendering the graphics, and then even the cheapest PC should be able to play AAA games, assuming you've got a good enough internet connection. Yeah, basically, imagine playing something like The Witcher 3 in your web browser. That's kind of what it's going to be like. As internet connections are getting better, but yeah, we'll see how it works. I mean, Google have had a history of trying to do things and then, especially with gaming, and then it just never happening. When it comes to the hardware, we don't know much about that at all. Rumors are suggesting that it's going to link up with their streaming service in some way for their movie streaming, and music, of course. But yeah, they're the rumors that are kind of going around at the moment. Of course, what it all comes down to is the end user's internet connection. If you haven't got a good enough internet connection, then it's going to be CAC. But in a few years' time, hopefully, we'll see more and more of the world having a decent internet connection.
The problem is not everyone has like even a semi-decent, not even like, I mean, people still have fucking satellite that is not good.
Yeah.
So.
But yeah, don't forget, just because the big name Google is behind this thing, it doesn't mean it's going to happen. I mean, remember Google Glass? Yeah, that worked well. Apparently they're working on a second one, so we'll see what happens with that as well. But yeah, that is it for the news. So we are actually going to have a quick little break because my bladder is so freaking brimful of urine at the moment. I have to go for a piss. Sorry if you're listening live, you didn't need to know that. But I will be right back.
I'm putting us on a break. We take away everything. Oh, that's not centered in there. Let's center this. Transform. Fit the screen. There we go. Break time. Oh, happy day. Oh, happy day. Can't sing 'cause my voice is gone. Is anybody actually watching this? Type in chat, let me know. It says 1, I don't know if I can believe it. I guess I can just go on to the stream myself. Hey, dance back. I don't know if I can believe it. I still hear fucking shit, damn it. Wait.
I needed that. Whew, much better.
Well, that's good. Oh, hey, there are viewers. We got a Commander Root.
Yep.
And, oh. Oh, yeah, that's right. Electrical longboard. That's what it is. Hey, we actually got people. Okay. I'm like, I wonder if anybody's actually watching this. All right,
And
let's
Mr.
go.
Rain was watching for a bit.
Yeah, I saw that he put on YouTube. Yeah. All right, so I'm gonna go back to scene. Yay! All right, we're back. Well, that's the first time we've ever done anything like that.
Yeah, I was. I can't hold this anymore. I've got to go. Anyway, we are back, and it is time for the cleanup. Last week we didn't ask you anything because we weren't here. The week before last, we asked you what was your biggest disappointment of E3 because it seemed like something that was current back then. Now it feels a bit old.
Yeah.
Our first reply is from our newest member of the Discord, Carbo, and he said they still haven't put Halo on PC. Well, they kind of have because the latest Halo is coming out on PC. And you can play Halo Wars 2 and Halo Wars right now on PC. So
not core Halo though.
Yeah. No, but the next Halo
yet.
will be on PC when it comes out. I can't remember when it comes out.
I don't even think they fucking said yet.
No.
All right, Denox says Red Dead 2 because I guess they didn't say anything about it. And Metroid Prime 4. Yeah, that was pretty shit because they were absent from E3.
Relic says no Darksiders 3 release date because of fucking soccer. Yeah. We call it football over here. Because you use your feet, kick ball.
No, kickball's completely different. GamerGirl27, she says no Fable or Dragon Age, and I wanted to see more Elder Scrolls 6. Lol.
Yeah, I mean, they pretty much said there's a new Fable coming, but they just teased it, and I want to know. I want to see what a Molyneux Fable will be like. Molyneux free Fable.
Yeah, I was going to say Molyneux less.
Next up, Big Rob029 says Funkoed Gears of Wars was the best troll and biggest disappointment. The second biggest disappointment was that I missed most of it.
Yeah, I didn't have as much time, and because I don't really have a good connection or anything at work, I couldn't really watch much of it. Miss Rain, last not no means least, I'll have to say Armada. I'm not hyped for the game, but a few YouTubers were. Their presentation for what little they showed just didn't come up as impressive. It will probably still be a good game, just a bad presentation.
Does he mean Anthem?
I'm gonna say yes, because I don't know what Armada is.
Armada is generally a lot of ships.
Well, I know what an Armada is. I just don't know if there's a game Armada. Because,
there probably is. It's probably about the Spanish Armada. And how we defeated them with fire.
Was it green fire?
No, it was normal fire.
Oh.
Normal fiery fire.
Stuff that burns.
This week, I don't know. What should we ask?
We can always choose
with the summer holidays / vacations coming up. Are you going anywhere nice? What kind of technology are you going to be taking with you? Are you going to be using something like me, where I'm going to be podcasting from a tent with my laptop and a projector and playing video games at night? Or are you going to go tech-free and just take a book and read that? Or perhaps a Kindle or something? Let us know what your plans are for your trip this summer when it comes to the tech you're going to be taking.
I'll have to, turn that down to something. Will you or will you not take tech to camp with? Or getting away from society or whatever?
Okay, well, next up, it is more stuff from you. We didn't get any emails, speak pipes, or voicemails, but we did get a few TGM checks. And, Gary, why don't you start us off?
I will start off with Denok, who says Shadow of War.
Next up is Carbo, mainly Counter-Strike Global Offensive, PUBG, and Call of Duty Black Ops 2.
You know, Carbo just keeps reminding me of Altered Carbon. That was such a good show.
The font he uses for C makes me want to go surfing every single time I see it.
Okay. Relic, or Iron Hander, he says Diablo 3 and Monster Hunter World.
And then it's Zero Wing, who's been mostly playing Hob. Mostly.
Which I need to check out because apparently it's some kind of Zelda thing. And I'm sorry, Gamer Girl, he totally went over you. Gamer Girl 27 has been trying to finish Ratchet and Clank.
I had fun with that game. I enjoyed it. If it's the reboot of the original.
Yeah, it probably is.
Next up, Mr. Rain has been playing some Rocket League, Insurgency, Black Squared, which is free to play, and Warface, which is free to play.
Do y'all know what Warface is? Like Warframe. I'm kind of interested.
Yeah, I know what
Warframe
is.
Yeah.
Perhaps he means Warframe.
Maybe. But speaking of that, like I did see during E3, I don't think I mentioned it, that they have like an open world thing to it now, and I'm like, I kind of want to play that. Like that sounds actually really cool. And it's free to play, so yeah, I'm kind of excited. I want to try to get back into it maybe. Last but no means least is Brock, or Boondock 4, and he says Assassin's Creed Origins and Sims 4, because that is his I want to fuck off today game.
Okay, well that just brings us pretty much round to the end of the show. So Gary, before we do all the cleanup and stuff, is there anyone you want to shout out this week?
American Dan, Gina, Kern, Rob Kern, American Kern, there you go, Aileen, Stacy, people that eat my salsa that were in, I can't remember, New Jersey, I think that my cousin took it to. I made some money on that. And I made more salsa. I should go eat some more salsa today. You, for some reason, I'm sure. That's it, I guess. Dan, you.
Okay. Rory, Mr. Big Potatoes on our Discord. I've been playing some COD with him. Not COD, PUBG. That was pretty cool. My aunt, happy 60th for last week. Had a cracking weekend. And I don't know how I got the underside of my foot so bruised, but somehow, whilst wearing shoes, I bruised the underside of my foot. And Kinney999 on Steam, because I think I completely forgot to mention it. The game I've been playing this week, Dead Cells. Did I mention it? I don't remember.
I don't think you did.
Anyway, it's Metroidvania style hack and slash roguelike, which is pretty cool. I'm really enjoying it. I haven't played a huge amount of it. The soundtrack is fantastic. It's well worth checking out. I think it's on the Steam sale at the moment. Don't try to play it with a keyboard and mouse. You definitely need to use a controller. But it's a lot of fun. I've really enjoyed playing it. Thank you so much for gifting me that game. I never would have played it, and I love it. It's great fun. I'm going to put it on my laptop when I go camping.
It is $12 right now.
Yeah.
You get the soundtrack for $4.
Oh, yeah. The soundtrack's pretty freaking awesome.
It'll be
okay, Gary, web for the week to come. Where will people be able to find you?
Hopefully in a ditch. Yeah, I know. that came out of nowhere. Oh yeah, I wanted to shout out my company for basically giving us a $150 budget to get work boots. And guess what? They're cool looking, and I'm bringing them home and not using them at work. So yeah, I'm going to take my other steel toes, and I'm going to use these ones around the fucking house, and then I'll use the ones I get next year there. Or I'll just keep the ones there that I'll get next year, and then every year after that. Like you get $150 for boots a year, for like steel toe boots and shit. So I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna take these ones home. These are fucking good looking, and they're green and black. It's awesome. I love it. Anyway, web for the week to come. Emerson89 is Xbox Live at Twitter, and Uplay if I'm on there. Emerson_89 is Steam. Emerson1289 is Nintendo Network and Origin, because I need to play some more Sexy Brutal. And I still haven't played Unravel 2 yet, which I really need to do. And Emerson0289 is PSN and Twitch. Dan, you.
Well, everywhere Gary has just mentioned, I am Hardly Dan. So yeah, just look for Hardly Dan. It's more than likely going to be me, apart from in that one game, which I think it's me. I just can't remember the password. So yeah, if you need my friend's code for Nintendo Network, it is 69 69 42 98 20 42 81. I don't know where that 20 came from. Okay, Gary, why don't you tell the good folk how to get a hold of us as the podcast, or you know, if they want to send us ideas, hate mail, anything. Tell them how to go about doing that.
Yeah, send us all your hate mail. Speaking of, well, not hate mail, but on WordPress, I'm trying to find it. They liked our page a couple weeks ago, and I forgot about it, and I want to find it. Maybe you can do that while I'm looking through it, because the guy's name was funny. It was like Captain something. I can't remember. It wasn't that long ago.
Reminds me, we've got to play Captain Underpants or whatever it's called.
Captain Underpants. The Awesome Adventures of Captain something.
Spirit.
Captain Spirit, yeah. Captain Underpants. So that's a completely different thing. Where the hell is that damn thing? I don't want to find it. I know it's in a primary stuff. Oh, there it is. See Captain Arunas Bruzas.
Okay.
I fucking love that name. But yeah,
you.
he liked the website, so there we go on that one. Fucking that made my day. And he like unliked and like reliked or something, or unfollowed, refollowed like in the same day, so it came up twice. So I got twice the amount of chuckles. But our website is thegamesmen.com, so come over and find us there, and you can find all the other shit that I'm about to read out. Which is like this. Facebook. You can get us on Facebook as facebook.com/thegamesmen. You can send us a voicemail to RPG Hotline, which is 412-267-RPG1 or 412-267-7741. You can send us a SpeakPipe at speakpipe.com/TGMRPG. You can send us an email at thegamesmenrpg@gmail.com. You can get us on Twitter at thegamesmenrpg, which you can send your hashtag TGM check and hashtag TGM quest out, or just talk to us in general. I'm about to take that TGM check and quest out, because I don't put it up on Twitter. I only do it on Discord anymore. But speaking of Discord, get us on Discord. That's where like I'll ask you every week for your TGM check and quest, and I love all your submissions. Thank you very much. You can get us on YouTube, which is youtube.com/thegamesmenrpg. Our Twitch is twitch.tv/thegamesmenrpg. You can get us on Mixer, which is mix.com/thegamesmenrpg. Our Podbean is thegamesmenrpg.podbean.com. That's where all of our podcasts are stored. And you can hopefully get us on Stitcher. You can definitely get us on iTunes now, which is the Gamesmen RPG. And I don't know if we have any new reviews. I did not look this week, and I don't know if Dan did.
Did we read out Jason's?
Yeah, that was the last podcast.
Okay.
That was the one I had to read out because because that was the one I had to read off because you couldn't see it. But yeah,
I can see it now.
Oh, cool. But yeah, so give us an iTunes review. That'd be nice. 5 stars would be very nice. Helps people see us more. VG Hub, VGHub.net. That is where everyone that we podcast with and talk to, big ass community over there. So yeah, VG Hub. Go find other podcasts to listen to. And then thegamesmen.com/charity events. That's where you can go to find links to donate to Dan and I for Extra Life or Special Effect. So go give money to help people. Other than that, Dan.
Okay, well that will do it for episode 223. So on behalf of Gary, Amorous89 Lever, I am Dan, Hardly Dan Natman. Together we are the Gamesmen, and until next time, we ask.
What role will you play?
I thought you were going to say, what truck will roll by?
Right. Beep, 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 beep. Fuck! Stop it! Alright, so stop this. I need to export. MP3.
Then 223. Save. Okay. Now I need to go over to my mother's to fetch the stuff I'm wearing tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna
She's
make
washed a
something
shirt for me.
Yeah, I'm kind of hungry. Alright.
Yeah, I'm very hungry. I don't have any food in the house.
Alright, stopping the stream now. Thank you if people are watching. Bye bye.